I know of a ridiculous piece of merch. I don't have them, and I don't know how to show them to you.
Okay. I have one on my phone too, and I was like, am I just gonna like flash it, but then like you edit afterwards and you put it like nice and neat.
I'll put a picture over the phone of like what the there are these figures. They're the RPM Full Throttle figures. Oh gosh. RPM has 3 action figures of Rangers who were never in the show. The first time I saw one, I was like, I'm sorry, what is that? I've made videos about it where I was like, this probably really screwed up some kids. Like, they were wicked confused. And I had people comment on that and be like, no, really, I had these toys. And I kept waiting for them to be in the show and they just never showed up.
Oh no.
It's the 10th, 11th, and 12th Zord. I wrote it down. The Mammoth, the Triceratops, and the T-Rex. And since those Zords are trains, I think their little buckler type thingy is supposed to mimic a train conductor's uniform, because the other guys have
Yeah.
the seat belts. I think that it was originally the same idea as like with Jungle Fury. They were going to make their own set of 3 new dudes and put them in there just sort of sporadically. But then they totally gave up on RPM and ended up firing the director, going in a new direction with the whole plot, and I think they kind of just dropped the idea, but they had already made the toys. The commercials for them are so cool. They're like the little rocks, and they got the action figures, and they have the thing where it like zooms into the camera, and they're like full throttle, just pow, pow, and you're like, oh, I want those toys. When are those guys going to show up in the show and kick butt? They don't. They never do. That's one of my favorite, like, just completely insane Power Rangers facts. There are toys for these characters, and they just don't exist anywhere.
Bandai definitely made a bunch of parents across the nation liars. And can you imagine trying to hype up your kid like, no, 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 they're exclusive. They're going to come out and they're going to be better.
Did I miss an episode, or?
We have Cat Manx as a ranger, but we don't have these guys yet. Like,
Yeah.
what?
I would have loved it if she was in more. She's
I
iconic.
know.
Deserved more. You know, limited Sentai footage.
We could have been
Oh,
brave. We could have been Titanium Lightspeed Ranger brave, but you know, that's not for everybody, and I understand.